Hi, so in this video I'm gonna do an unboxing of my new gaming controller that I specifically bought to play FlightGear, the flight simulator. Yeah, this is the thing. I'm kind of lazy. I don't want to set up a vertical pointing camera so that I can like show you what's in the box like from the top. I'll just do it like this, and then I'm gonna try and set it up with FlightGear, and we'll see how how that goes. So I'm completely unprepared, and yeah, let's just take a look what we have here. I'm gonna try to like maintain a sensible angle so you can see what I'm doing. But here's what we have in the box: some instructions and like QR codes, safety stuff, and all of that. Some more paperwork. Yeah, I probably won't need that. So, pretty much done with the box. So here's what we have here. Some spare parts. This might be for sort of like, I believe this controller is ambidextrous, so you can like switch it around and replace some part in it so that things are pointing in a different direction. So these might be for that. That's what I suspect. Here's the controller itself. It has a USB cable, non-detachable from the controller itself. Looks like a pretty long cable, so that is good. Yeah, I don't know, might be 2 meters or something, I would say. And here's the, I forget what it's called, the thrust quadrant. There we go. I'm pretty new to flying, to playing FlightGear and stuff, so my terminology still might be a bit shaky, but here it is. Again, like I guess the USB cable must be the same length, and yeah. Let me just get rid of all of them stuff. So here's the cable again, sort of like the same length, I suppose. So let me get rid of all of these things that I don't need, put that stuff away, and then I will try to hook it up and see what we can do with it. So this is these parts look like this. I'm probably not gonna bother figuring out what it exactly is. So, but this is also provided. Okay, let me put the box away and then I'll come back and we'll see. We'll try to set it up with FlightGear. Alright, let's see. So I'm gonna go ahead and connect the USB cables, and then I'll open up FlightGear, and hopefully everything will work. Okay, thrust quadrant is connected. Yeah. And now the joystick. Okay, now it lit up, so I guess yeah, I suppose it responds to input by lighting up or something. Yeah, must be that. And I have the thrust here on the left. Okay, so enough fiddling with this stuff. Let me just arrange things here on the desk. Yeah, I'm like, I guess, okay, I will take a short video with my phone to like to just show you what I have here in front of me. But yeah, I'm gonna limit working with multiple cameras to just to this because I don't want it to get to turn into anything too complicated to edit. But let's see, video. So okay, so here's what I have here. I have the thrust on the left, and the joystick on the right, like this. So this is what I have here in front of me. So I'm gonna go ahead and also open a web browser, so because I'll probably be looking things up, and I also wanted to just like include some like show some resources related to this. Let me see. Okay, so here we go. Yeah, basically here's the company's website, and what I bought was, let me see, I bought this one. I'll put a link to this in the description, and so I sort of like didn't really want to make it into a whole research project to like picking the right sort of like the right kind of controller. I just kind of went with just like the most sensible option requiring the least amount of effort to research. I kind of did some YouTube searching and watched a couple of tutorials, and yeah, like nothing really, like didn't watch all that many. And then I also just googled what people recommended for FlightGear, and here is like a response from someone saying that Thrustmaster T.16000M is a good joystick, and basically I figured that I'll go with this one because it should also allow me to control the rudder by turning the joystick. So I didn't buy the rudder pedals because it just seemed excessive at this point. But yes, okay, so let me now open up FlightGear. Let me see, I'll rearrange some stuff here. I'll move my screen capture to a different, not like screen capture, but well, OBS. I'll move OBS to a different screen, and let me see. So I guess I'll do this. Here's my browser. I'll move it to a different workspace, and I'll launch a GFS. FlightGear on Linux is a very easy to install. Like you can install it from apt. I'm on Debian, and at first I installed it from apt, and they have a fairly I don't know, like the version that they have on apps right now, and right now it's 5th of May 2024, not 5th, 15th of May, but yeah, they have the version 2023.16, and the latest one is 3.19. So I also just downloaded the latest app image from the official website, which is so if you just go to FlightGear.org, you can simply download it, and it's very like it's just one file basically. You don't need to like do anything else. You just need to make that file executable, and then you can run it. So just go to downloads for Linux, I think, and here's like binary app image available from our official download site. So just click this and it will download the app image, and then you can, once you have it, I basically installed it into user directory. Then I have the folder called opt there, and then like FlightGear, and I just put that app image there. Do like chmod plus x on that file so that it's executable, and then you can launch it. Yeah, basically depending on what desktop environment you have, you might need to like set things up for that, but this is how you basically run it. I'm gonna leave it at this. So let's see. So let me also put my headphones on. I really hope that it won't be a complicated thing to set up. So let's see. I'll go with I like using the Oslo airport, so I'll go with that, and I'll choose the runway 01 left, and basically here's my configuration, and yeah, let's go. So I'll just go to aircraft config and choose this preset ready for takeoff, so that I can just try things out right away. Let me just check if the audio doesn't seem like the audio from the game is recording, so maybe I need to make some adjustments here. Sound configuration, yeah, I do need to select different output device here, but that shouldn't be complicated. Virtual speaker 1 should be fine. Okay, I just didn't click apply the first time. So okay, so yes, joystick. So let's see, there is this joystick configuration here. Oh great, now there's stuff in here, and both joysticks are recognized. Awesome. So I guess I'm gonna try and learn using it. Okay, so I can look around by using this knob here, which is nice. So I didn't even make any like any adjustments or anything. It's already working, which is cool. So now the side stick. Okay, so here we go. It's responding. Nice. Now the throttle. So maybe I should have like done a different configuration. Let me actually quit here for a second, and I'm gonna start with like a taxiing position. So I'm gonna put myself on this parking, forget what they're called, but basically I'm gonna be parked, and I wish my aviation-related technology was more up to date, but or not up to date, but just that I could remember what things are called. But that's just how it is at the moment, which is okay. Um, Man, sometimes it does this thing where I just end up being parked on the grass somewhere. In this case, I'm not, but no, this is actually not where I wanted to be. There was a specific place that I used previously. Let me see. I want to find that one. Maybe it was this one. It was one of these three, probably. Yeah, the one on the left. I want to start with the with taxiing because I want to test out the just taxiing on the ground and how the rudder works and stuff like that, or not rudder but nose wheel steering in this case. So let's see about this aircraft now. Config ready for taxi. So I'm over here, and the runway's over there. So I'm gonna be taxiing through here, then I'll turn left and taxi all the way to the beginning of the runway over there. Let's see. So I wanted to check out the throttle, if that's responding. Oh, it's definitely responding, but yeah. Basically, I shouldn't have touched it right now, but it's okay. Because I'm still parked and yeah, I'm not taking off, but basically that's fine. Okay, well, this is good. It's weird for some reason. The throttle just responded to me looking around or something like that. Not sure why that is. But yeah, I mean, man, it does make sense for me to like I should probably set up the camera to show you what I'm doing with the joysticks. So, or not. Shit, like I wish it was easier than it is right now. Maybe I can use a different camera. Man, why is it like I keep activating the throttle somehow, but yeah. Okay, let's see. Don't seem to be able to look around anymore for some reason. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Okay, I don't know what happened, so I'll just restart for now, so that I can figure out what's going on. Maybe I'll just not start the airplane at first and just see what the buttons do. That's probably a better place to start. Like, for some reason when I touch, like, the throttle just moved, it shouldn't have moved, like, and when I move the throttle, the view just moved, so something is not configured quite right. But let's see. Okay, so let's start with the TWCS throttle. No, with the joystick. Let's see that what that does. So we have ailerons, elevators, and rudder. So, well, it's not gonna do anything because of the air. It's powered off. Yeah, that's the problem. Okay, well. Well, the joystick is responding to the side stick, and let's see, rudder is also working. So when I'm turning, I turn the joystick and the rudder pedals are moving, which is good. So let's see, throttle all XS4. So something on here is connected. Okay, so this little thing is connected to the throttle, but it doesn't make sense for me to use it for the throttle because that's probably what I touched accidentally, and that's why there was some unexpected behavior. So maybe I can like disable it for now somehow. Let's see. Okay, so I guess remove assignment. Yeah, let's remove assignment for the time being. Access 4 said custom, but I don't know what it refers to. Custom. Okay, that's fine. I mean, I have the basic controls. Now let's see what. Okay. So if I press here the button next to this knob that allows me to look around, which I heard like some people in the tutorials or like some YouTubers that I watched, basically they called this this knob something, but I don't remember again what the word is. But yeah, this allows me to switch the view, which is cool. And what in the button on the right, I guess, so it does this cycle view forwards and cycle cycle backwards. So okay, cool. Okay, so the X pops up when I press the button. I guess that's the way to recognize what button is being pressed. Nice. Okay. Now this says custom again. What does it mean? Custom. Custom. I don't get it. Like, custom what? What is it referring to? I don't know, but I don't know what it's doing basically. Okay. So elevator trim down, flaps down, flaps up. Okay, let's see, let me just press different buttons and see. Okay, so this button over here moves the trim wheel up, and the one next to it moves the trim wheel down. Okay, cool. So yeah, again you see the trim wheel moving, and so this is again assigned to something that's called custom, which I'm not sure what that means, but yeah. Okay, so the buttons on the far right. So these buttons on the far left are bound to the trim wheel, and these on the far right are connected to the flaps. So the flaps are, where is it? Over there. Let me see. Can I move it somehow so that we can see? Well, okay, you can see the flaps lever over here. So if I press this button, the flaps, there's a change in the flap setting. Okay, so this is what we have here. I wish I knew what these default things do, because I'll probably press one of them accidentally in flight and something will happen and I won't have a clue what that is. But I don't know. Let's see what, like these axes. So it seems like axis 3. Okay. So axis 4 and axis 5 seems to be referring to this knob that I can use to control where I'm looking. I wish there was also a way to just like center the view somehow. But yeah, I don't know. Can't seem to find it at the moment. And also like to switch to the captain's view right away, but it's okay. We'll probably figure it out later. Okay, let's take a look at the other controller. Let me see if I can somehow fit it all into the frame, at least while I'm configuring it. Yeah, this will do. Okay, so I'll select the other one. So this just moves the throttle, obviously. There's a lot of buttons on this controller, so... Aha, okay, this also controls the rudder. Oh, there's a lot of ways to control the rudder here. And I also could have gotten the rudder pedals, so I'm kind of glad at this moment that I didn't buy them. Would have been like, just, I don't know. I'm sure that it's like still a good controller to have, because it like adds a realism essentially to what you're doing, but yeah, maybe later. So, okay. So this is axis 2, throttle, all. Okay, let's see what else we have here. So, okay, this like little knob over here controls axis 7, propeller, all engines. I don't know what it exactly refers to, but yeah, I'm not sure if it's relevant to this particular aircraft, Airbus A320, but that's what it says it's assigned to, at least. Okay, I see that this controls the brakes on the rudders. So to brake, I can use these. And I can also do it on separate pedals. Yeah. I'm wondering if this... I guess this one is not like ambidextrous, because I think the joystick is, it can be like changed to being for the left hand, but over here if I use my right hand I couldn't then press like all the buttons over here on this side. So I don't know how that works. I guess just, yeah, it's just for the left hand, I think. Okay, so there's a knob over here and it seems to control the zoom. It's interesting that I don't see any response from any of the, like, from anything over here on this. Like, nothing has, like, no numbers are moving, nor do I see any of these being highlighted, so I don't know. But, yeah, let's just try other ones. So, aileron trim right, aileron trim left, and there's also, so there's like 4 directions, and that's what that does. This is again not assigned to anything. I'll have to spend some time figuring out like what these could be assigned to. So at the moment I'm just like testing things out. Elevator trim down, elevator trim up. Okay, so I can also adjust the trimming with this button. Yeah, okay. I mean, this makes sense. Yeah, and this button over here, it just it seems to just pause the simulation. So if I press it, it says simulation is paused, so just pausing. But yeah, I would expect it to be like sort of like correspond to this red button on the throttle, which is isn't it like activating toga thrust or something? But I guess, I don't know, maybe it's because, yeah, well, I don't know, I'll figure that out later. Well, I mean, it is working, and it's a reasonable default configuration, I would say. So the only thing that remains is to configure it sort of like further to make things make more sense. I don't see any assignment for like switching to captain's view, so I guess I'll just have to press Control V for now. There's probably a way, maybe there is some config file that needs to be edited or something. But yeah, I'll do that another time. Okay, I mean, let me try using it, I guess. Probably gonna take some getting used to, but yeah, okay. Oh, yeah, pressed the wrong one. Okay. I probably pressed all kinds of buttons while I was configuring this stuff or playing around with it. Let me just restart the whole thing so that I don't confuse myself. Aircraft config, ready for taxi. Okay, so parking brake. Right. I guess. Yeah, I don't know if there is any assignment for that, but I'll just press Control B. And it should start moving now a little bit. Let me increase the throttle slightly. Oh, wait. It's Shift B to release the parking brake. That was my mistake. Okay, so I am moving. Let's see, let's try turning left. Working nicely. So I release it and the wheel turns straight, so I'm not turning left anymore when I release it, which makes sense. Like when you use the keyboard with this stuff, it's just like very hard to control, because you constantly have to, like, you press the button several times and then you have to reset the controllers to the center position. But with the joystick you just release it and it releases, so it makes more sense in that regard. Let's see. Yeah, like just like looking straight ahead would be nice to just like be able to reset the view with some button, but I'll work on that later. This is definitely a more enjoyable experience than using the keyboard. But I'll probably get tired of playing like this with my elbow not supported, so I'll have to figure that out. I'm not sure how I'm gonna do that yet. So I just braked, applied brakes with the trigger. I believe on the real aircraft you use the trigger to like start speaking on the radio or something. I might be wrong about that, but that's what my understanding is at the moment. I'm pretty sure that's right. I heard it in the tutorial. Yeah. But over here the assignment by default is braking. It's nice to have the throttle as a separate controller, definitely, because if I had to use this thing on the joystick, it would be kind of like you have to like release the joystick and then go here. Yeah, I mean I could use the other hand of course, but like it's nice to have a separate controller. Let me just see if I can assign resetting the view on the joystick somehow, because it would be really nice to be able to do that. No, view up just moves the view upwards. Well, that's unfortunate because there is a keyboard shortcut to look straight ahead. So I guess I'll have to like figure out how to edit config files for this probably. Man, parking brake, like, seems like there should be a button to release it. But okay, let me not kind of, yeah, mess with that right now. I wonder if FlightGear came with some config file for these joysticks, because like all those custom configs have to come from somewhere. Yeah. went off the center line a little bit here, but okay. Yeah. Well, this is nice. So now what? Yeah, I guess let me try to take off and see how that works. Interesting that while the simulator is paused, I can still look around with the mouse, but not with the joystick. Okay, let me set the flaps to 1 for takeoff. Arm the spoilers, which, yeah, I'll just do it like that. And auto braking max, I guess, like let's enable it, but takeoff config test, I'm not actually sure what to do about that, so just skip it for now. Okay, release the parking brake, full thrust. Releasing the brakes. Just watching the speed, gonna start rotating at about 120 knots probably. Normally you would set it into the flight computer, but I didn't do that. Okay, and I should aim for about 15 degrees. Yeah, okay, like this is getting a bit complicated because now I have to take the gear down, or like gear up, and yeah, like there should be a button for this, I'm pretty sure, but I don't know what it is, and I have to control the airplane while doing that. But okay, let's not. It's probably gonna be messy, but okay, gear up, flaps retracted. What is it that I'm forgetting? Okay, I should have increased the speed on, like on the auto throttle. I set that to 220. And lower the nose so that I don't stall. Okay. Okay, I'll re-engage the auto throttle so that it manages the speed for me. Let's try a turn. Yeah, like with the keyboard, when you do a turn, it's just like really difficult because you have to like press 4 or 6 on the number pad to move the ailerons, and then once you move them, you need to press like 5 to release, to what would correspond to me releasing the joystick basically. But with the joystick, I don't need to worry about that. I just simply release it, and that actually nicely corresponds with how the side stick works here. So the pilot would just release it as well. So that's all working out. Okay, I'm not really sure what I'm doing with my altitude at this point, but yeah. Okay, so I turned about 180 degrees. There's the airport on the left where I departed from, and yeah. I just want to descend a little bit. Yeah, like with some customization of this configuration of controllers, I'm confident that this is gonna be a great experience playing FlightGear with them. And it's awesome that like they pretty much worked outside the box. I didn't really have to change all that much. Like the defaults are sensible, and I don't know where they come from. Probably FlightGear has some preset for that. But yeah. I will engage the autopilot for a second. and I wanted to just maintain the heading 360 degrees and the altitude of maybe 4,000 feet. Nav TCAS standby, TCAS standby. There we go. Oh crap, I forgot to do this. Disengage the spoilers, but probably not a big deal. Or maybe it is, I'm not sure actually, but still learning. But yeah, okay. I'm trying to like start using the wait, I'm actually heading not where I wanted to go. But yeah, I mean, it's okay. Still trying to learn to use like the navigation of the aircraft itself as opposed to just like using this map, because that would be way more convenient. Yeah, it would be nice to have a button to cancel that warning, probably. Yeah, I don't know, maybe there is one. Still haven't figured out what that warning means, like that horn, that that alarm that just sounded. Yeah, but yeah, this is really nice. Like for turning, it just like makes so much more sense than the keyboard. You just you start banking, you want to stop banking, you release it and it stops. Like so, once you're done turning, you just release it and it stops. Which is of course what you would have in the real aircraft as well. Man, I gotta really figure out what this means. it's a little bit hard to be. It's sort of like the throttle when I pull it, it doesn't like respond immediately, or like it doesn't move immediately. I have to like apply some force for it to start moving, which is a little bit kind of difficult or something. But I'm sure I'll get used to it. It's not a big deal. Well, yeah, I'm really happy with the purchase. It's excellent. I know that I'm flying dangerously low, but yeah, that's what I'm doing at the moment. It's a bit easier for me to see the screen with less lighting here in the room. Let me see. I just want to, like, for an experiment, say, okay, there's this airport over here which doesn't have any runway lighting, doesn't have an ILS, like anything. It's just like two runways basically next to the city. And I will always like try to like manage landing there, and it's very hard. But am I gonna bother with it right now, or should I try something else? I don't know. Let's see. So it's this one, ENFB. No, it's gonna be like a mess. I'm probably not gonna bother with that. And I'm obviously way too close to it right now, but yeah. Maybe let me switch the time of the day. Let me see. Oh, wait, I'm kind of like descending there. Let me take care of that. Environment time dawn. Norway is a nice place to practice like flying, because there's a lot of sort of like mountains and stuff, so like terrain is pretty varied. So yeah, I find it's a pretty cool place to just like pick like some valley between the mountains and try following that, just to practice like hand flying. Um, yeah. Alright, there's the runway over there, but yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna make that. But let me at least try. And then if I can't, I'll just go to the airport where I departed from and I'll do like a instrument landing, like an ILS approach. Alright, let me just try and focus and see if I can descend, but I'm way too close, it's not gonna work. No, it's crazy. But with some practice, I should be able to like learn how to land manually pretty soon. Let me at least just try to descend and see what happens. Yeah. Yeah, like that's hopeless. Alright, well, that's okay. No big deal. Autopilot. Let me sort of like go approximately in that direction and maintain 4,000 feet. Okay, so what am I gonna do? I'm gonna try and go back to Garter Moon. Yeah, maybe I should actually fly out over the sea a little bit. Because I'm already pretty close. And then I'll do an instrument landing. Alright, I'll just head in that direction for a little bit. And so I'm gonna try to land on 10 left, right? Or wait, yeah, I believe that's correct. 10 left. So let me find information for that. Oh, what's the ENGM? So 10 left. So let's see, FMC, radio, or first FMGC, radio, 01 left. Is that right? 01 left. Yeah, that's right. 110.3. There we go. Okay, so let me now turn actually in a different, the other way, but yeah, to like the heading 10, let's say. Or wait, am I turning? No, like that's not what the direction I meant to turn. Yeah, let's turn left and man, what am I doing? Okay, okay, just screw the autopilot. Okay, let me see. Heading. Zero. Alright, now I should be more or less spot on. So let me try to arm the approach mode. I believe it should be able to capture. Okay, like yeah. Now both the localizer and the glide slope are armed. I was like doing it by first arming the localizer and then pressing the approach to capture the glide slope, but I recently found out that it's not necessary, so that's good to know. Let me see, I'm descending, or no wait, I'm climbing. I'm at 3000. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's fine. Oh wait. Yeah, I shouldn't touch the controls because they autopilot this. Or wait, maybe like it's still the approach is armed. It should be able to capture the localizer even if I hand fly. Let me see if that works. So I'm almost like at this when it reaches the circle, or I probably can't see that. But there we go. So like when it reaches this circle, it should capture the localizer somewhere at that point. Let me turn on the ILS here so I can see how far I am. And I guess the localizer it doesn't show lock yet, but I think it's capturing. Yeah. Okay, it shows lock. Okay, so I think now I should be able to navigate laterally automatically. Okay, so I am 12 miles out and I am way too high, so I need to descend to 3000 at least, or something like that. I should start seeing the localizer or the glide slope pretty soon over here vertically. Same kind of purple diamond. There we go. So what's going on? Yeah, I'm below the glide slope. I suppose I can level out here. And then I should be able to capture it in a second if I arm the approach mode. And there we go. Okay, it's slowly captured, so now I'm descending. That's good. So, but I didn't do any configuration, which I probably should have started doing earlier than I am doing it right now. But let's get going on that. Right, flaps. What else is there? Yeah, I should start slowing down. Should be at about 140 knots or so when I touch down. And yeah, so Let's just start slowing down pretty quickly. Oops, yeah, I'll just set it to 140. And my flaps too, so okay, I think, I don't know, like I'm 2.5 miles out. Well, this is gonna be a bit difficult, I guess, but gear. Landing gear not down, it's gonna lock in a second, so there we go. Okay, let me put out the flaps, all of them. So, okay, I need to focus.
200. 100. 50. 40. 20.
Thrust reversers. So there we go, I did land, which is nice. So, okay, basically, in conclusion, the controller is great. I'm very happy with the purchase. Yeah, so this was fun. So yeah, I guess I'll wrap this video up here. I'm not sure how I'll edit it. I recorded for it's a 2-hour recording. I'll probably speed up some parts or something like that. But yeah, this is it. So thanks for watching. I hope you liked this video and found it interesting, and maybe it gave you some thoughts on what kind of things you want to purchase or stuff like that, or just some thoughts about flight gear and flight simulators. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.